2018, I'm challenging myself to ride a motorcycle every day and document every day that I do. So far, I haven't missed a day. Hashtag 365 motorcycle. This is day 227 to 235.
And we're back. Yep. It is August the 15th, which is a Wednesday. And I just leaving work. It's around 8:35 p.m. and I had an overnight trip last night, so I was thinking I didn't ride a bike for over 24 hours, but the goal was to ride a bike every day. So on Tuesday, I got off the bike probably at 5:30 in the morning, and today I'm riding it 8:30 p.m. So feels good to be back on the bike. I had to ride up the Kern River Canyon, and I've never done that. It's kind of a shame I haven't done it because would have been a super awesome ride, but I was doing it in my work truck, and oh my god, it was it was pretty bad because I don't usually drive a car, that much, and our truck's kind of newer and it's bigger than what I'm used to driving, and I get a little car sick, and it was curvy as hell with steep drop-offs, but it made me really miss riding a bike. So wish I could have took my bike out there, but I had a lot of stuff for work, so that wouldn't have worked out. Plus, honestly, man, I was thinking, like, some of the roads, sometimes I do think about taking my bike, but like some of the wetland sites I gotta go see and stuff like that the roads are just so terrible. I'm sure I could do it on a bike, but it would be it'd be an inconvenience to the rest of the participants that I meet with who drive. Great run right there. Welcome back to Sacramento as I watch people run red lights. Yeah, and dusty as hell, too. So, well, like I said, make me appreciate riding the bike places, and maybe also realize there's still a lot of cool places in California I have never visited, and I think some of that is because you only have so much time off, and some of it's because I'm a creature of habit and I like to do things that I like to do, so go to the same places. So alright, well, pretty tired, looking forward to just taking a shower and just chilling out and probably going to bed pretty soon. So, long day. Alright, well, looking forward to riding tomorrow. My guess is I'll be riding Young NC because I'm going to be too lazy to pull something out. And I got my computer and a bunch of stuff I got to bring back to work tomorrow. So, that's a spoiler alert there. Probably see me riding Young NC tomorrow again. Alright, well, with that, peace out. And we're back. Yep. Today's Thursday. I think it is the 16th, but you know how I am with dates. It could be the 15th, but I'm going to go with the 16th for now. And yeah, riding into work. Had some calls earlier this morning, so took them at home. Riding in now, which is pretty nice because it's a little after 9. It's still really cool out, and it's nice and bright out, and there's not a ton of traffic for Sacramento standards. So yeah, trying to think about themes of stuff to do for these videos. I was saying I'd like to do some gear reviews, but they are a lot more involved to process and not as easy to batch process with a bunch of other things. So I said I'm really glad I'm riding every day. There are times when I think about filming every day maybe wasn't the right way to go, but it is what it is. I thought about cutting it off after the 6-month mark, and I'm kind of stubborn sometimes with things, so I'm gonna try to plug through to the end of the year and thinking next year, you know, maybe my videos can, I'll be more concerned about content, like what's in them, rather than just filming something every day. So the other thing I guess it's sad is I could ask people for ideas, people who watch stuff, but I'm got such a backlog of processing that by the time this posts, it'll probably be 2 months after it filmed. That's the reality of having a job and I guess other responsibilities other than my awesome YouTube channel. So yeah, don't know. It'd still be, you know, by the time this posts, it'll probably be too late. It'll probably be, you know, I'll be done filming for the year. But I could plan on continuing to make some videos for next year. I said just really kind of thinking about what I want to talk about, and maybe be a lot more concerned about content rather than the theme being I'm riding every day this year and trying to make a vid. So yeah, by the time this posts, let me know what your thoughts are on this matter. Switching lanes like a crazy person here. So all right, well, with that, say what I always say, close it out. Peace out. And we're back. We're back. Today's Friday, 17th, going into work. Can't wait to sit in front of my computer all day and type, man. Great. Good thing is, today is my short day, so 8-hour day. I'm off every other Friday, so one Friday a pay period. And it's not this one. That's why I'm driving into work. Oh, God, I should probably start recording these in the afternoon because I have no idea what to even talk about other than this garden over here is pretty cool. At the church, man. Don't see much of that. I wish the church by my house would do a little bit more of that rather than just have a gigantic green lawn. Wish they cut all the trees down. Alright, who knows if I'll use this segment because it's boring. Maybe I'll record later on going home. Maybe not. With that, and we're back. Today is Friday the 17th of August. I am headed home from work on a road that I drive all the time. If you watch my videos, you've probably seen this road before. Yep. Yeah, worked later than I wanted to today, but is what it is. And now I just feel buried by work, not crushed. So that's good. Better feeling indeed. So yeah, I think I'm gonna hit a brewery maybe tonight, which would be fun. With Mrs. Smith, she was working, and her second job, and it's close to the brewery. She asked me if I wanted to meet her there, and I was like, no way, because it's like 100 today. I'm pretty close. I'm going to be soaking wet by the time I get home, so I feel like going to the brewery and sopping wet sweat clothes. You know, if I'm on a trip, I don't mind that, because I have to do that, but I'd rather go home first. Plus, then we could decide who's driving, and I think it's her turn to drive, so I can have more beer. Yep. Alright, well, that's the inner workings of the Smith's life. So yeah, and then after that I'll probably process some vids tonight. I'd like to try to get a little bit more caught up on my video madness, so gotta put in some long hours over the weekend. So I should mount a computer to my motorcycle, and then I could process videos while I'm riding and be just like the majority of the drivers out there. It'd be pretty easy. I could put some type of locking tank mount on the bike. The only bike would be hard to put it on with the Young NC because I don't use a Givy rig out here. And then I could just get a little wireless mouse, put it on the brake reservoir here where I used to keep my garage door opener. Yeah, and I could process movies in light traffic and at traffic lights. So, all right, enough of the nonsense. I think the long day and the heat is getting to me. As you can see, I'm making a bunch of stupid comments. So, alrighty then. Well, with that, peace out. And we're back. Yep. Today should be the 18th of August. It is a Saturday. And not a sunless Saturday, a sunny Saturday for sure. And yeah, I'm riding Norman. Going to get a haircut. Not the greatest ride, but out late last night. Went to a brewery, then went home, and a bunch of people wanted to go out to sing karaoke, and before you know it, it was 3 o'clock in the morning before we got home. So kind of a little bit of a rougher day today, but yeah, I'm on the bike. Also too, I had to take Cal Rogers KLR into the shop, get the flat fixed, and he's getting some other stuff done. So yeah, most of the day got eaten up, and yeah, actually want to go see the movie Solo after this because we never saw it, and it's at the theater that things come to or go to before they come out on for home consumption. So yep, it's good to be back on Norm, man. He was buried in the back of the garage, and I was kind of okay with that, but now that I ride Norm, I kind of realized I miss the big guy. So alright, yeah, luckily haircut place is just right up the road from me. So alright, well, with that, hope your weekend's going great. Peace out. And we're back.
We are back.
Yep.
We're back.
Today's the 19th of August.
Yep.
According to Norm, it's 106 out.
Oh.
I think that's the sun temperature. I think it's probably only like 100 or 101. So, yep. We did a brewery run for lunch and a beer, but they didn't have beer to go. So, of course, we went to another brewery, so we have beer to drink when we get home. And I'm carrying all the beer because I had the top box.
Yes.
Mrs. Smith, what bike you riding?
I'm wearing Thumper.
That's right.
Like I'm wearing Prada.
So Mrs. Smith's riding Thumper with a tank bag. So you could probably fit, if you had to, you could fit a 6-pack and 2 to 3 crowlers in that if you had to. Believe me.
If I had to.
I know you can.
I know I can too. I offered to.
Right. So I got Norm, the Africa Twin, but I have a top box, so I got a 6-pack and 4 crowlers in there. So sounds like we're drunks, but we're not. We're just people who like beer.
2 of the crowlers are for our friend that's with us.
Right. We got Laura the Explorer with us today. She's on her SB650S.
Yep.
Which hasn't been on a trip with us in a while.
Yeah.
So. Cough coming. That started out as a yawn, but it turned into a cough.
It happens.
Yep. Alright, well, anything else we're going to talk about today?
No.
This Country Club bar surprisingly has a lot of reasonable beer. Remember when we stopped there?
Yeah.
That was like years ago. It was like PBR and Budweiser and Coors meets awesome amount of craft beer. Mm-hmm. So I wonder what won out over time. I'll stop.
Okay.
Oh, God, this bike's tall. It's hard to get my feet down. We got a DRZ there.
Yeah?
Yeah. All right, you want to go?
Yeah.
All right, well, anything else?
Not for me.
Alright, with that,
Peace out.
peace out. And we're back. Yep. Today is the 20th, and I was trying to get my camera on. It's the 20th of August, a Monday. I was trying to get my camera on because once again, there is a sheriff sitting in this rich neighborhood. I don't know, looking for speeders, looking for folks running stop lines. I can tell you from my commute the amount of times I drive down streets consistently, because I drive the same streets pretty much every day, or slight variations, right? There is no other development that I go through that I have encountered a stationary police officer more than this Arden Oaks area, which is probably one of the more affluent areas in this portion of Sacramento County. So I find that pretty interesting, to be honest with you. And yeah, I guess, but it shouldn't be surprising, right? I know I've ranted about this before, but hell, I did a recording this morning. I was tired. It was terrible. Now I'm all agitated, so I might as well talk about this. And I'm riding Norman today, and Norman sounds mean, and he sounds even meaner because I picked up this rattling noise this morning, and I can't figure out what it is, or I'm trying to figure out what it is. So I'm riding without my earplugs. But so I'm angry. Norman sounds angry. And I'm just going to continue to bitch about, I don't know, is it improper policing? I'm not really sure. Or is it just a poor use of resources? And then I wonder, do the police decide does the individual officer decide, well, I think I'm going to sit on a residential street where the speed limit is 25 miles an hour, where the houses are probably, sad to say, probably like, $750,000 to $1 million in this crazy neighborhood, especially in the other part, and look for speeders and people who run stop signs. So I could do that, or I could go out on these main streets, which I ride almost every day, and pull people over who run red lights, which is way more dangerous in my opinion, and happens way too frequently. So I don't know, I guess once I pull out, I'll try to leave it at that, so I don't get all super duper worked up. And we're back. Yep. Today is the 21st, the Tuesday, August, and I'm headed back from the dentist. And yeah, I actually really like going to my dentist. He's freaking awesome, man. He's got a bunch of, well, first of all, he's super nice. And then, second of all, he's got a bunch of motorcycles, like, probably more than I do. But he doesn't ride a lot of them, Some I don't think he rides at all anymore. I've had more room in the garage. I try to hit him up, see what he's got. But, yeah, so just like I said, headed back from the dentist. I worked in Auburn today because my dentist has two offices, one in Auburn, which is where I'm headed back from today, and one in Sacramento. And if you watch my videos, you've heard this story before, but I'm getting older. You can tell the same story twice. So yeah, he's got two offices. I like this one better. It's a nicer ride coming in this way, and I have an office in Auburn that I can use. That's a lot nicer than my office in Sacramento, so that's cool. And I get to interact with a bunch of my old co-workers and stuff, so that's kind of nice as well. So yeah, the only thing is, usually I'm excited to get home because if just because it's late in the day and I want to get home. But I was going to try to see if me and Mrs. Smith could do our appointments together down here, because there's a lot of nice places to get a beer or get dinner or something like that. So but there's an awesome Belgian beer place next to my dentist, but I never go there. But I'm so thankful it's there, even though I never go, so just in case. So alright, well, probably once I get around this curve and slow the speed limit down for town, kick it off. Peace out. Back. Yep. Today is the 22nd of August. Yep. And I'm riding the 599, the Hornet. Went on a beer run.
When there's a will, there's a way. I was surprised to find out that the tank bag I use in the Hornet can fit a 6-pack if you take them out of the box.
You can see all the traffic here. I was going to record coming out, but there was way too much traffic and I was way too aggravated. So that's pretty much it. This will probably be the shortest check-in ever. Yep. So, all right. Well, with that, peace out. And we're back. Today is August 23rd. Pretty sure of that. Thursday. Headed into work. Got to get an allergy shot after work, which is kind of a pain in the ass. But I guess it is what it is. And then, got to start getting ready for a trip. Leaving on Saturday. And I really haven't done anything. So Friday, luckily I'm off. I'm going to try to get up super early and bang out getting everything done. Big thing to think about now is I got a 2-person tent, a 3-person tent. We're probably only tenting one night. But I think spider just was in my helmet or something. Hopefully it wasn't a spider. Okay, but tent, yeah. So thinking about taking the 3-person tent. We bought a 3-person tent, and me and Mrs. Smith used it once or twice. When we did our trip to Colorado, we took the 2-person tent, and that definitely works for an evening, but it's definitely not as spacious as the 3-person tent. So I think I'm going to take the 3. Otherwise, why do we buy it, right? So. Yeah, and it's pretty cool out this morning. Don't have my liner on, so I left it in the house. I was too lazy to go back in and get it. So I think looking at the temps when we get to Montana, I think it's only going to be like high in the 70s or 60, upper 60s, low 70s. So it's kind of interesting to think here. It's still like in the 90s during the daytime, and over there it's going to be much cooler, but I guess it is what it is. I got to actually really look at how we're going, and excuse me, I doubt this early in the season there's any place we're going to go that we're going to get snow, but I could be wrong, so I guess time will tell. Alright, well, that's pretty much that. Not the greatest check-in, but that is what it is. I really need to do another gear review, but not really sure what I want to focus on. Alright, so with that, peace out.
Well, that was a bunch of randomness, but I'm really making an effort to try to get caught up on processing these videos. Thanks for watching.